Bring in Dr. John Barrasso, who happens to also to be a United States Senator. But we're addressing you this morning as a doctor, if you don't mind, Mr. Senator.
It's fine, Stuart.
Do you think this new at-home $50 test is a real breakthrough?
Well, I do. Breakthroughs have been coming, major breakthroughs, one after another in the fight against coronavirus, Stuart, and at a time when the number of cases are continuing to go up, these breakthroughs are going to be the light at the end of the tunnel. So this is very good news. A 30-minute test, terrific, done at home. There are huge advantages of this. One is you don't have to wait for the results 2 or 3 days, so you can take immediate action if you're that patient. You can also contact others that you've been talking with or around to make sure that they do the same to protect themselves. Plus, you're not out at a clinic where you actually may be spreading the coronavirus to other people in the clinic or to the healthcare providers. So across the board, this is very good news for home testing. You know, we're doing about 1.5 million tests a day in the United States, but so often you have to wait days for the results, which makes it that much harder to connect with all the other people you may have been in touch with.
Now, Senator, I want you to listen to what New York Governor Cuomo is saying about the vaccine rollout. Roll tape, please.
Why is it moving so fast? 2 reasons: money and ego. The first drug company that has the vaccine, that is big money. You didn't need Trump to tell the vaccine companies you should develop a vaccine. He had nothing to do with it. President, it's ego. On the way out the door, he wants to be able to say, I solved COVID because I discovered a vaccine. Now, it's all BS. He didn't do anything.
All right, I'm sure you heard that, Mr. Senator. What's your reaction?
To me, Governor Cuomo, that is stubborn ignorance. Cuomo has been too wrong for too long, and the people of New York have paid a high price for that. The U.S. Congress has passed the Cures Act, and what we have done with that is made major investments in coming up with a vaccine. It passed in the Republican Senate, and then the House took it by unanimous consent. Billions of dollars have been invested, and it has made a huge difference. We are going to save the lives of millions of people, not just in the United States, but around the world. And Governor Cuomo has called that bad news. 90% effectiveness of the one vaccine now, 94%. He calls it bad news. Stuart, I asked the governor and ask you and your listeners, why is it bad news that through United States investment in innovation, we're getting people back to work sooner, kids back to school more safely? Those things matter for our robust economic recovery. Why is it wrong that we're going to help save the lives, and bad news, save the lives of millions of people around the world? Look, this Operation Warp Speed, and we're going to hold a briefing tomorrow for all the senators on just how important this is. And reports in the New York Times said we could be vaccinating up to 20 million people before the end of the year. This is a good news for our country and a good news to share around the world.
Yes, sir. Mr. Senator, thank you very much for joining us. An important appearance this morning. We appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Stuart.